What is up, YouTube? It is Alyssa Nim. I know it's been a bit since I posted a full video, and I'm sorry about that, but a lot has currently happened, and I'm gonna go ahead and get into a little bit of it just to explain why I have been a bit absent. So, as I mentioned in my previous videos, me and my husband were trying to get a house, and the company we used were builder companies, and they also had a mortgage company. And they, the houses are great, but personally, I would never go with their mortgage company again after the experience me and my husband had, because honestly, and you know what? I'm just gonna say their name. It's Lennar. And again, I'm not gonna bash some of the people, or at least the people we worked with. I'm not even gonna name them for privacy reasons. Plus, the people we worked with, most of them, I have no issue with, but we tried and tried with them, and it just did not work with Lennar. Like, I know some people have had issues with Lennar Mortgage, and we have now as well. So we were told that that house would be ready to close on March 20th, which is when we could close, get the keys, and start moving into the house. And we're like, okay, great. We'll break the lease a little bit before that, because then we'll have a set amount of time to get everything out. Sorry if you hear background noise. Lola is a little hyper right now. But anyway, break the lease. We have a certain amount of time. We'll definitely be out by that time. And then apparently they don't tell us all the stuff that needs to happen all at once. They just go bit by bit by bit. And because of that, the deadline gets pushed. Lola, I know, yeah. It gets pushed to March 23rd. Okay, few extra days, we still have time. Gets pushed back again. Okay, and now it's March 26th. That's pushing it a little bit because of our lease expiring on my husband's birthday. So we're like, okay, pushing it a little bit. And then it gets pushed back to a few days ago, March 31st. And we're like, we don't have much time left. Our lease is gonna expire soon since we broke in. We need. And the thing is, they would always give us a date, but never a time. And because they kept telling us paperwork, review. And it's like, we know, and we have already, because my husband has the receipts, and if you want, I can do another video showing the receipts, which I probably will. But it's like, we have all the documents signed, we have paperwork that could easily go into two of the same categories. And they're like, no, we actually need this. And even our realtor, we love our realtor. Our realtor is amazing. Yes, Lola. Yes, I know. They are amazing. She's amazing. It's just awesome. But even our realtor is just like, this paperwork could fit into two different categories, or you could get this and it should be fine. And my husband, he is being told to send certain things through PDF form, which I get is how they need stuff. But the lending processor we were talking to went on vacation for a bit. So we had a different one on our case for the time they were gone. The second lending loan processor, loan processor. Why can't I say that? Anyway, the second loan processor we had during our time with Lennar said, oh, you can just send me a screenshot and I can turn it into a PDF. That way I can see it. we could we could have done that the whole time, but the first one said, no, it has to be PDF. No, you're doing this wrong. No, you're doing that wrong. And then it's annoying both me and mainly my husband, because he is over here doing a good majority of all this, and he's just like, I. He even said, I don't know how to make it right because all I'm hearing is that's wrong, that's wrong. And so we get to the closing date of a few days ago, March 31st, and we're like, I already gave up hope because we already had it pushed back so many times. And my husband, God bless him, he's an amazing soul. He's like, this is the last chance, and I really think we'll be able to close tomorrow. Because this was March 30th. The day we were supposed to close is the day after. And then, of course, he gets on the phone with the first loan processor because they are back from their vacation and all. And they tell him that they have to wait till Thursday to get a statement and all that. And he gives up at that point. Like, I feel totally bad. He gives up. And then, we call a realtor, we call the salesperson, basically telling them, hey, we are frustrated. We have done everything right, yet we're being told it's wrong. We have nowhere to go after our lease ends up. And then he starts reviewing things and starts blaming us for doing things that we were told to do by the mortgage company he works with. And apparently has communication with because he knew how urgent it was, yet he didn't tell the rest of the people that, hey, these people really need to hurry up and close. Their lease is about to, be null and void since, again, my husband's birthday, April 27th, that's when the lease would expire. And he tried to smooth things out, and I will admit I did go off a bit. I'm not gonna lie, I did. I wanted to be as professional as I could, but in the heat of that moment, seeing every little thing take a toll on my husband, I was not having it. And the salesperson tried to, I don't know, make things a little bit better by complimenting me, and I'm just like, do not do that when I am this pissed off. I'm having to hold my husband back, and he is more patient than me. So if that's happening, then you should be scared. Or worried for the most part, but still. And so, thankfully, we were able to have our lease extended till the end of next month, and we're currently working with our realtor. We got out a contract with Lennar and everyone associated with them, and we will be getting the money back. That's a story for a different day. But personally, after everything that happened, I would not go with Lennar Mortgage again. Lola, get away from that. That could kill you if you try to eat or I don't even know. But all I know is not good for you. And yeah, either way, I would not go with Lennar Mortgage after the basic nightmare that we had to deal with. Again, I'm not naming names because some of the people that we worked with when it comes to Lennar were actually frustrated with us. And I definitely am grateful for that, but at the same time, all this happened, and if we didn't extend the lease or figure out what was going on with the house, we would be homeless. Worst case scenario, we'd be without a home. But thankfully, our realtor, I love our realtor. I know I already said it, but I really love our realtor. She was able to help us figure out what to do, scheduled a few home tours, and one we actually really, really loved, and we're trying to put in the closing, not closing, but an offer in. and try to hopefully get that place. And if we do get it, I will let you guys know. And I will, of course, do the planned videos of like home tour, organizing, all that. So I'm just very, very grateful. But yeah, that is an update on the house. It's not good. Sorry I couldn't give you any better news. Lola! But yeah, I wish I could give you guys some good news, but unfortunately I can't, because even with all the good stuff I talked about near the end, there's just nothing much other than that as good news. But I will keep you guys updated, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!